Beaver Stadium ready. We're underway. And this one will fly into the end zone, a touchback. Pitch it to C.J. Donaldson on first down. A fantastic back, gets to the outside and picks up 9. Play action pass, and it's dropped. Beanie Bishop, no, make it Cortez Braham was the one. Hand it off. Donaldson pushes forward. He's got it. First down, Mountaineers. Traylon Davis in motion, they get it to Anderson. Stutter step move, another solid chunk gain. This one goes across the 45 to the 46. Green in trouble, this is what he can do, uses his legs well and slides down, getting back to the line of scrimmage, set up 3rd and short. Donaldson gets back in there, converted on the last 3rd and 1.
You hear that crowd ramping up. Yep, play clock down under 5.
Donaldson wrapped up in the backfield. Great penetration. Penn State gets home with Adisa Isaac. Oliver Straw, experienced punter, does get it away for Kalen Saunders. Deep to return it is 5, and he makes the fair catch right there. Put the tight end Warren in motion. Singleton, the running back on first down, will have the carry up the middle. Look at the cut from Nicholas Singleton. First down run, spinning forward. So the question mark for this Penn State offense, who would emerge as the go-to guys on the outside. DeAndre Lambert-Smith expected to slot into that number 1 slot.
West Virginia showing pressure. Drew Allar changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 7, first throw for Allar. There is Lambert-Smith on the catch. Makes one man miss and wrapped up after the first down pickup. Both running backs, Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen, in their sophomore seasons, expected to be stars as they were as freshmen. Running behind a great offensive line. First down throw for Allar. Steps up in the pocket. Fires on the run. DeAndre Lambert-Smith is gone. Welcome to the Drew Allar era. It's a Penn State touchdown. Xander Sahadak on for the extra point, and it's 7-0 Nittany Lions. And will once again secure a touchback. Junior will come out there with Donaldson and put Davis in motion, hand it off for Donaldson with a solid hole, and Donaldson continues to chew up yards across the 30. We're going to swing it out to Donaldson now, and we'll see if that second effort gets him there. It looks like they'll give him enough for the first down. Drop back, easy throw, sniffed out. Second and 10. Donaldson pushes the pile for 3. Green flushed out. Carter tracking him down. He gets away, but he won't get there. First handoff goes to Katron Allen today, who came off his own stellar freshman season, 867 yards, 10 touchdowns a year ago. Play clock down to 5 for Allar. And he'll hand it off to Singleton. Generally a good idea as he squeezes through the hole and picks up a first down. Same formation on first down. Play action for Allar. Steps up in the pocket. Allar's going to look to escape and get positive yardage. He avoids the sack, picks up 2. Here's a screen set up for Tyler Warren with good blocking in front. He'll pick up that first down.
Ball at the 40.
Back to Singleton, and he picks up 4. Allar feeling the pressure, get rid of it for Singleton. Can he make one man miss? He cannot, gets wrapped up at the 45.
Pressure look again. Look at all those bodies around the line of scrimmage for West Virginia. Drew Allar changing the play.
Clifford in motion. Allar fields the hide snap with plenty of time. That was batted up and picked off. No, it's dropped. Would have been Allar's first career interception. Did get some time last year on a penalty. It's our first of the game, which will let us hear our referee, Mark Kaczynski, for the first time today.
Before the ball was snapped. False start. Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
So that'll back it up after the miscue there from Amari Evans. Preston Fox in motion on first down. And Green's going to keep it. Use those legs, stumble forward to pick up 11.
Zachy Wheatley.
Green will dump it off to his running back Johnson, and that's just going to fall incomplete after the bat down from Johnny Dixon. Fox the motion man once again. Green keeps, Green fires, too high. He was looking for Fox out of the backfield, and Kevin Winston in coverage. Green escapes. Green angling to the outside, got a block, and Green's going to get the first down. The push. That young man, Zach Frazier, who has been a day one starter since 2020, first true freshman to do so at West Virginia at the offensive line position since 1980. As Green airs it out wide open down the sideline. It's caught. Devin Carter, the NC State transfer, makes his presence felt on a big gain. Braham in motion. Play clock at 3. And Donaldson the handoff. Bounces off of 1. Donaldson stumbles inside the 5. Second and 3. Donaldson the handoff. Donaldson keeps the legs churning. Wow. And they're going to mark him just shy.
Yeah, but it's going to be a first down, right?
Yes. First and goal. Donaldson bulldozes. Touchdown, West Virginia. Michael Hayes on to try to tie this game with the extra point. And we are all knotted up. 7 apiece, early second quarter. And it will be short. Singleton will take it out from the goal line. Singleton wrapped up, shy of the 20. Tyler Warren in motion. Katron Allen in the back. He's got it up the middle and just chopped down. And there is Trey Lathan to get to him very quickly. There's one broken tackle. There's two broken tackles, and Katron Allen with a first down catch and run of 15 yards. Mountaineer down on the field is Mike Lockhart, that nose tackle. Got a 72-yard touchdown in the first quarter. This time it's Allar getting crunched. Back to the air for Allar. Steps up. Allar perfectly delivered. Nearly perfect so far, 6 of 7. Hand it. Allen, stutter step, and picks up 2. Playing on the quick catch, and no real running room as he's going to be tripped up shy of the 45. Allar flushed out on the run. He's got it. Keandre Lambert-Smith in stride inside the 20 and dragged down at the 15. Play action. This time it's going to go back to McLean along the sideline, and he dives forward. They're going to mark him out a yard shy of the first down. Allar's going to take it himself and push the pile forward inside the 5. It'll set up first and goal from the 2. This is where Penn State's offense was magnificent a year ago in goal-to-go situations.
I love this formation.
Handed to Singleton. Too easy. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
First and 10 at the 20.
Second down throw. It's complete over the middle. Nice ball from Green. Better catch from Cole Taylor, the LSU transfer. Handoff on first down, and not a whole lot of running room there as Anderson maybe gains a yard. Here comes that noise.
They're going to have to call timeout.
And there it is.
That's smart. At this point, you haven't burned any timeouts. That's a good timeout by Garrett Green.
As he swings it to Anderson and lets him just veer through the defense for a first down. Got a little trickeration here. A triple action. Green, the pump, the run, and ran out of time. Loses 5. So now Green with a long yardage situation just overthrows Devin Carter, who had separation. Pressure coming. Green gets away. Green taken down. Abdul Carter wrapped him up before he could get to the sticks.
Well, there's that big tight end, Cole Taylor. Watch him and his big body in this situation.
Green fires. Incomplete. Katron Allen is the running back. They'll go play action. Bootleg for Allar. Beautiful ball. Again, it's Harrison Wallace for a first down and more across the 40.
You mentioned this is danger zone for West Virginia. I applaud them for going for it on 4th down. And they came up short, but their defense has to find a way to get a stop.
Allen behind his blockers to the outside and gains 8. Tyler Warren in motion. 2nd and 2. Allen, first down. Short gain of 2 as Koba has another tackle. Moved to the United States from Africa when he was just 2 years old, when his father had to go through East Mississippi Community College, where Last Chance U takes place. Great job by Allar to just get rid of it and put it in the direction of Katron Allen. Allar had time. Koba on the chase. Allar put it in the spot for Warren, but he was out of bounds. And this one, no good. C.J. Donaldson's in there on this first down. Make the pitch. Green will keep, and he's tripped up from behind.
Timeout, Penn State.
Green will throw it. Green looking to get away. He can't. Garrett Green devoured by Curtis Jacobs. But a flag does come in the backfield.
Holding. Offense number 4. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Oliver Straw punts it away once again for Saunders. And he's going to call for the fair catch and make it. Oh, he got hit afterward. That's going to be a flag.
No, he got pushed in there by a Penn State player. I don't think that's going to be a penalty because there was a Penn State player blocking the West Virginia defender into the returner, I think. Well, every quarterback, you love these situations. You practice them all the time. No timeouts. They start with the Singleton run.
And Singleton bounced it to the outside and gets out of bounds. Dragged down from the back of his jersey by Andrew Wilson-Lamp, and that will draw the flag. Does he get that horse collar towards the end here? I'm not sure about that one. Seeing Terry McCauley, he's unsure about that one as well. He did get up top and get the helmet, though.
Right. He had his hand on his helmet, on the back of his helmet, but he did not grab the back of the jersey or the shoulder pads.
So the extra yards gets Penn State already into Mountaineer territory. Singleton will spread out wide. Lambert Smith, who's had 2 big catches, including the long 72-yard touchdown in the first quarter. Allar, dump it off. First catch of the day for Liam Clifford. Let him chew up the yards and get out of bounds inside the 30. Allar loads it up. Complete. First down throw for Allar. Looking end zone. Oh, nearly intercepted by Beanie Bishop. Sets up 2nd and 10 for Allar. Surveys, goes through his progressions. Allar doesn't like what he sees, tries to escape, and he won't. Taken down by Sean Martin. Allar feeling the pressure again. Hit as he throws, and he just throws it away. Trey Lathan was the one who established that initial pressure on Allar along with Vester Rennan. And now
I think it's Lathan.
It is Lathan,
yeah,
you're correct. 19 instead of 91. So Lathan gets up. You can see why they're so excited about this young man.
He's got some burst to him, that's for sure.
So Sept, and he misses in the same spot.
Wow.
There's the knee. Allar has the football to start this third quarter, and Koba tracks him down, picks up just 2. Lambert Smith, the man in motion. Allar, a dart. Wallace caught, and it'll be 3rd and short. Allar, quick shot. Lambert Smith can't haul it in.
Bad pass. That's all there was to it. I mean, it was a good route by Lambert Smith. It was 0 coverage. If he catches that, he's running to the house.
Preston Fox will receive it, and he's hit immediately at the 25-yard line. Nice special teams play down the field. They'll get it to the motion man, and Cortez Braham, who had to break a couple of tackles, will get shy of the 30 as Kalen King goes down low and puts him down. Flag down, the handoff and the bounce out. Johnson stays on his feet. 1st down and more, shoved out of bounds.
I have a feeling this one's coming back. Probably an illegal formation or alignment by West Virginia.
Both coaches a bit confused. They're waiting for the rule here from Mark Klaczynski. So it is the illegal motion. Carter was the motion man. Green on play action. Feeling the pressure, dump it off, incomplete. Probably for the best as Justin Johnson was contained by Kobe King in pursuit. Green feeling it again, gets rid of it, and that's going to be well short for Traylon Davis. So no real movement. That means that Oliver Straw will have another punt deep for Saunders. Calls for another fair catch, and this one a tough one. Makes it moving up just shy of the 45.
Nicholas Singleton. Wayne Clifford. Harrison Wallace III.
Played 10 games, threw 4 touchdowns, still without an interception. Hand it off for Singleton. Jump cut. Singleton stays on his feet and tracked down by Koba as he crosses the 30. Wilson on the missed tackle. Knocking on the door of the red zone again. Penn State had those opportunities late in the first half. The 2 missed field goals from Sept from 38 and 34 yards.
And you wonder if that changes James Franklin and Mike Yursic's thinking here about being aggressive and going for touchdowns.
Nicholas Singleton.
2nd and 8 for Allar. Lofts one. Right there. Harrison Wallace, another catch. Lambert Smith in motion. Play action pass for Allar. Lofts it. End zone. Wide open. Lambert Smith. Touchdown. Penn State. So it will be Alex Felkins now on to attempt this extra point after Sahadak missed the 2 field goals. Felkins makes it.
First and 10 at the 25.
Fox has played a lot today, and he's in motion once again. Rolling out, Fox has the catch and slips down for a gain of 7.
Because of the way they crank it up on 3rd down, when you throw on those rundowns, you got a better opportunity.
There is Devin Carter on the screen, but a little bit behind him. It didn't allow for his blocking to really develop, and Johnny Dixon saw it from the start. Mountaineers did convert on their first 3rd down. They have missed out on their last 6. This one's 3rd and 3. Donaldson, he's got it, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38.
The one running back, 2 tight ends coming out for West Virginia. Traylon Davis and Cole Taylor are the 2 tight ends as Donaldson has another handoff and another chunk gain, this time of 6 as Jalen Reed trips him up. Second and short. Play action for Green. Green escapes on the run. Perfectly delivered. There's Cole Taylor, the receiving tight end, just shy of the 40. Into Penn State territory at the 41. Play action again. Green feeling the pressure. Unloads. Incomplete. Hand it off. Anderson, nowhere to run. Abdul Carter just guides him out of bounds.
Holding. Offense number 72. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Green with another completion. This one goes to Jeremiah Aaron. Green slips a tackle. What a play by Green to get the 1st down.
The ruling on the previous play was a line to gain was made for a 1st down. The play's under further review.
They beat me to it. Whether or not he actually got to the line to gain. It was a quick move of the sticks, but they will double check. They'll go back and make sure that this one is correct for West Virginia and a 1st down.
Was dead a half yard short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
Motion Davis, ready for the push. Green is going to get it.
I mean, a half yard. I mean, you're gonna pick that up.
Carter on the catch, picks up 4. The play whistled dead as Johnny Dixon knocked it loose.
Johnny Dixon.
Garrett Green now 6 of 8 in this 2nd half after being 5 of 10 through the air in the 1st half. Remember, clock will not stop on 1st downs this year until under 2 minutes in the 2nd and 4th quarters. Great defensive play. Kalen King. 3rd and 7, here comes the house. Green lets it fly, incomplete. He was looking for Preston Fox.
Cole Taylor, number 87, right here, the big tight end in the middle of the field.
Put him in motion. Green feels the pressure, hit as he throws, incomplete. 2nd turnover on downs forced by Penn State. Green slow to get up. Katron Allen, nice run on 1st down. Got to the outside before Wilson Lamp had to grab him by the ankles and picks up 9. Allar has been sharp in his decision-making so far. Rolls out of the pocket. Wide open receiver again. This time it's Malik McLean. And McLean does bring that all the way into West Virginia territory.
But he has been as advertised.
They'll hand it off here on the first down run, and Allen just slingshots forward for 9 more. Mike Lockhart was the one who delivered the initial hit that actually got him a couple more.
See, the problem with trying to defend Penn State, if Drew Allar continues to play like this, is what do you want to try to take away? Do you want to try to take away the run game if you can? And then if you got a quarterback, even though he's young, who's making good decisions and throwing with accuracy and extending plays and getting out of the pocket, I mean, you got a problem. And that's the problem they're presenting right now for West Virginia.
Allar pumps, fires, wide open, Dante Cephas, and the Kent State transfer sets up 1st and goal.
Now you got that powerhouse backfield, 2 tight ends, plus a running back in the backfield. Smash mouth football.
They go to the air anyway. Towards the end zone, it's through the hands of Cephas. Beanie Bishop was in the area, who dropped the interceptions in the first half.
Just a drop pass. I mean, this was a good throw, and Cephas just wasn't able to bring it in. They showed run with that formation, got single coverage on the outside, and Cephas just not able to bring in the catch.
Lambert Smith has both receiving touchdowns tonight. He's at the top of your screen right now, matched up with Bishop. Play action, quick hitter. And Wallace drops one. That one a little bit out in front of him. Handoff, Allen can't get away, and he is converged behind the line of scrimmage, loses a yard. So 2 pass plays on 1st and 2nd down, and then the run play on 3rd down will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
End of the 3rd quarter.
Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. Crazy part about all of this, you got the whole 4th quarter here.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the 25.
You got to find a way to make some plays throwing the football.
Well, you had talked about it as we kind of went through this game. West Virginia's offense comes back out there, and the handoff to Anderson is not going anywhere. Back to the line of scrimmage before he's dumped by Beeman. Green to the air on 2nd and 9. Over the middle, it's Anderson on the quick slant to the 30. This is a defense with Manny Diaz at the helm that should be as formidable as anybody in the country. Here they are on 3rd and 5, bringing some pressure. Green escapes, he's got the angle, he's got the 1st down, and more. Stays on his feet across the 40, and finally wrapped up at the 45. And that gain of 15 on the ground was the longest rushing play of the day for West Virginia. They get Donaldson, they're all everything back in there, and he's got the handoff here. Finds the hole across midfield, and all the way for a 1st down. Gains 10. A flag does come in.
Yeah, and in the area where you would expect offensive holding. Behind the offense.
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
So it sets up 1st and 20. Oh, big hole for Donaldson, and he just scampers all the way for 17 before Wheatley can catch up. Donaldson up to 63 yards on the ground, including the only touchdown for West Virginia today. Try to get it back to him. That is absolutely perfectly played. And who else but Big 4-4 Chop Robinson? Third and 5, handoff. Donaldson goes down low and gets it to a 4th and about 2. Kevin Winston with another tackle, and now decision time, likely another go for it opportunity. And they motion him into the backfield. So you've got 2 quarterbacks in there. Now Green goes out wide. Marchiol gets away, not a second time. Abdul Carter, known as the Predator, and he found his prey in the backfield. Up 24-7, looking to add to it already, starting in West Virginia territory, and Singleton with a nice run.
He does not look like a first-time starting quarterback.
Another run from Singleton, and he just hops through across the 30. Koba finally will stonewall him from going further, but another first down for Penn State. And the other part that you've mentioned a little bit here, but it's the way that he extends plays. It's the fact that he can contort his body in different ways. That was something that James Franklin had mentioned really stood out during training camp, is the arm angles and the contortion on the run, a lot similar to what we've seen in the NFL in the last couple of years.
Well, and again, and now when you're at this point in the game, you can lean on that offensive line on your back to just wear down this West Virginia defense.
And when you've got a back like Nicholas Singleton who can just deliver that type of hit, it only helps. Lowers the shoulder for an extra couple of yards. They've gotten a lot more into the why things are happening, and it's only elevated them as overall running backs, overall players, as Singleton is down for a loss. But that, you know, we're going to see more of them receiving out of the backfield. We saw it just a little bit today. And Mike Yurcich said, look, they're not Alvin Kamara right now, but building it slowly and surely that by the end of the season, that threat is most certainly there.
Just would be another way for them to hurt you offensively, you know. And I do think, you know, Penn State, the other thing as this season goes along, they've got to find someone other than Keandre Lambert-Smith to step up at that wide receiver position and be another go-to guy.
3rd and 6. Play clock winding down here. We're going to have to take a timeout.
Yeah, James Franklin coming down the sideline, not happy about it. You know, you want to milk the clock. You want to use the clock to your advantage in this situation, but you still want to be efficient.
Experienced offensive line in front of them, and now a quarterback looking to bud into a star with a 300-yard game in his first start. Here on 3rd and 6, another wide open receiver, McLean in space, shimmy shake, stiff arm, and he's in. Touchdown Penn State, 25 yards.
Well, they're trying to milk the clock and lean on the run game, but 3rd down, they need to throw. Good protection, quick release, and watch Liam Clifford with the block downfield, helping his fellow receiver out. Malik McLean, the transfer from Florida State, quick inside move, and Allar with the quick read and the delivery, and his 3rd touchdown pass of the night.
6th career touchdown for McLean. And now Falcons adds the point after. Green uncorks, incomplete. just through the hands of the freshman Traylon Ray, who the coaching staff raved about, said he had a highlight catch every day in training camp. He mentioned when he showed up to that camp in Troy, as Green does complete this one back to Ray, and he crosses the 30-yard line to the 32.
Devon Ellie.
Drew Allar was throwing 80 miles per hour in 8th grade. 3rd and 3. Green going to use his legs. No. Last second, he finds an open receiver, Devin Carter.
1st and 10 at the...
If nothing else, West Virginia, they know that this is probably the toughest team that's going to be on their schedule. They've got Duquesne at home next week. In fact, they're home for the next 3 weeks. Another dart right back to Carter, who's hit immediately, but a chunk gain and another first down. And that one overthrown, looking for Cole Taylor, the tight end, over the middle, and harmlessly brings up 2nd and 10. What is expected to be a big year for Neil Brown, as they'll run it with Donaldson, and he will pick up 5 or 6 to make it a manageable 3rd down. Green gets away, fires on the run, and it's going to be a yard shy, but now he's getting Devin Carter involved.
Cam Miller.
Davis behind Green, the push.
Second effort got out. He didn't have it at first.
Donaldson on the run. Donaldson finds the space and just tripped up shy of the goal line. Under 4 minutes to play. West Virginia now going quick. Green keeps, and he's going to walk in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Yeah, you mentioned a bootleg earlier. We've not seen that bootleg. Nice fake to Donaldson.
Oh, and they go this Kansas City Chiefs sugar huddle. Quickly to the line. Nico Marchiol is in there. Number 8, the second quarterback. Fake the handoff to him. Pitch it forward. Donaldson, and he continues to fight to get in. That is a Kansas City Chiefs special on full display.
Sure was.
They're not going to back down. We know that much.
They got some real dudes on defense.
Onside kick here, and it popped up into the air. Oh, that was really well done. But those 10 games played, you can see that the experience certainly settled in for Allar, as this one will be a running play to Potts, and the Minnesota transfer spins forward.
Timeout. West Virginia, their second of the half.
Pabula going to take it up the gut himself and pick up the first down. Get the real live experience. Now the flag does come in. And the redshirt freshman just showing off that he's got his own wheels.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Penn State looking for the finishing touches here after West Virginia got back down the field and converted on a 2-point conversion after the touchdown from Garrett Green. Pabula Look at the athleticism, though, from the backup quarterback. Beanie Bishop will add to his tally with a tackle.
Timeout. West Virginia. Their third and final charge timeout.
Potts looking to find the edge. He got to the outside, but won't get the first down.
Trey Potts.
Tackled by Lance Dixon. Pribula over the middle for a first down. Malik Mega.
First and goal, Penn State.
His grandfather was an All-American football player at Westchester. Brother Cade, football at Delaware. Handed off for Potts. Trying to make that extra effort, but Lance Dixon again with the extra pursuit. And now under a minute to play, Penn State looking for final window dressing in their season opener. Garrett Green officially the full-time starter now for West Virginia, who had a solid game overall. 15 of 26 through the air, 154 yards. Also added 62 on the ground in the touchdown. Had the 2-point conversion on that flip pass over to C.J. Donaldson. Second and goal. Pribula looking for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Penn State. First touchdown of the career of Bo Pribula. And Falcons makes it 38-15. Last time the Mountaineers have gone back-to-back seasons without a bowl game appearance. This one will be taken out and down to the 33 by Bishop. One final play with 1 second on the clock. Fake the handoff. Garrett Green's going to get some extra yards on the final play of the game. Slides down across the 40, and that'll do it here in State College. In a renewed rivalry, it's Penn State, 38-15.